going to be a bit of an angry rant because Activision, they lied.
Aren't you happy yesterday about this game? Now all of a sudden he complaining about it. I mean, come on, man. You was out here talking about, oh, look, this game has my favorite level. And now look what you're doing, man. Grifting at its finest.
Thinking that and going, all right, now we're going to do it to 3 and 4. Everybody was excited. Yes, give us more.
Look at this, we whiffed
Tony Hawk 3 and 4. Well, they just announced like 2 hours ago that it was a lie. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 is not being remade. They're taking the skate parts and basically just putting them into
So essentially the game doesn't have a career mode like the original one. Now, mind you, I prefer the original game just because I would prefer for the game to play the way that I remember it. But still, okay, it's going to have a 2-minute timer. I mean, if you really think about it, the NPCs in those games didn't make sense. So it's going to be a much more simplified way. Let's break it down without getting emotional. Now, I'm not justifying or defending as to why Microsoft or Activision did this game in this particular way. All I'm saying, let's look at it for face value. Think about it. You talk to an NPC, what does he tell you to do? Spell skate. He tells you to get a certain pro skater, 250,000 points. You can do that all within a 2-minute timer while replaying because you can't do everything in a 2-minute timer. You know what I mean? You get what you need. The 2-minute timer's over. You start from the beginning, and then you work on, something else, right? That's kind of the formula the game had. Now, with Pro Skater 4, it had unlimited time. You did the objective. Well, you talked to an NPC, did the objective, which was kind of done within a 2-minute timer, and there you go. So I don't really see the problem with this, man. If anything, they took a lot of the fluff that game actually had, if you think about it. Oh, you damage controller. The game is inferior. Really think about what you're saying. You talk to an NPC just to do the same thing you would have did if you had a 2-minute timer. It's essentially the same thing without the NPC. Y'all like, you know what, Gamester? Well, the way you worded it, it kind of makes sense. Because how many times you talk to the NPC, he rewards you with $250 just for doing something that you could have just did entirely. Now, mind you, the unlimited timer of just you roaming the areas, yes, that I did like that about those games. But still, is it really that much of a big deal when it comes to doing objectives? You would still put on a 2-minute timer anyway. If you play these games, you know exactly what I'm talking about, bro.
Hawk Pro Skater 3.
All they did was simplify it.
Instantly pissed. So let's take a look at an explanation and why I feel like or had a career mode that is now being completely replaced with time-based challenges. Now, let me just show right here. This explains why this is.
And what's even more funny, the game is still going to play the same. You're like, what? The only difference is you ain't going to have like the opportunity of messing around and doing all the things you normally did in Pro Skater 4. But all they did was take out the random NPCs that would give you the objectives that they can kind of give you at the beginning part of the game. If you think about what I'm saying, spell skate, get a 250, get the VHS tape, right? It's all going to probably still continue to be there, except now you do it through a 2-minute time. Oh, but I want to do it all in one. You never could do it all in one. You had to talk to the NPC, do the objective. If anything, you can actually multitask with this game because now you could do the skate, now you could do the score, you could do all these other things at one given time. Maybe they realize like, oh, maybe this doesn't make sense in today's gaming landscape. They simplified it. That's it. That's all they did. And for all you people complain, oh, they ruined the game, man. They put a 2-minute timer. They ruined it. When you had a 2-minute timer anyways, when you talk to an NPC, it's very disingenuous for you people not to say. Because I played this game, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. All they got to do is give you the 9-10 objectives of what the NPCs would have gave you, right? And then just do them either one time, the 2 minutes is up, you go back and replay it and do the same thing. Nothing's really changed by much. If anything, all they did was really eliminate a lot of the fluff. I do know, because I remember when this game first, some people did not like that. I remember when this game first came out. So maybe they felt like, okay, now we have the time, we're remastering it. Maybe now we don't have to add it. Because I do know a lot of people that didn't like that. But yes, I think it was the free skate where you could just skate around. You don't even have to do objectives. Now that part will be missing. But who knows? They might have that for online and you're doing it anyway. So, like I said, they might put free skate to something else. You know what I mean? So the only thing we really could complain about is the NPCs that give you the objectives, which is still not a fair argument because you could just do it all in one anyway. Like you did in your typical other Tony Hawk games.
really stupid. This literally doesn't make sense. Kotaku was able to confirm with Activision that Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 will not include the original career mode from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. Instead, like the first 3 games, it just takes a bunch of 2-minute complete run challenges. So if you play Tony Hawk, it's stuff like find the secret tape, get a score attack. And this is not what Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 is. The original game actually...
It's literally the same thing. You're doing the same thing, except the difference is you're not talking to an NPC. You know how many times you play Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4, you talk to the NPC to literally do the same thing that you're seeing right now? I'm being honest with you. It is. Now people have control to be able to do multiple objectives at once. Get skate, get the 250,000 pro score, get the VHS tape. Now, mind you, you're not going to be able to get everything, right? It is what it is. You weren't even able to get everything even in the original game. If anything, all you did was do things one at a time. Now I could do multiple things. Or I can go for the skate. I can go for the VHS tape. I can also go for the pro skate level while I'm going for the skate. So to each their own, some people might think it's actually better. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I would prefer for it to be the original way because that's how I remember playing it, because that nostalgia hits in. But maybe they felt the need that it wasn't really necessary. And the more I keep bringing it up, it doesn't really seem necessary. I'm going to be honest.
But you freely roam around levels, collect cash, practice tricks, set up blinds, and while a lot of the challenges did have timers and stuff, this was definitely part of the charm, the allure, the magic of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4 was the fact that it felt so different. It was definitely laying those bricks to the later Tony Hawk games, whether it's Tony Hawk Underground or even things like Project 8 and stuff like that, right? The fact that they're just saying, it's not worth our time. It's not worth, actually remaking the game. We're just going to take...
all they would have to do is add NPCs, bro. It will literally be the same thing. Hey! Like you hear these guys, like they look like the guys from Crazy Taxi. Hey, come over here! Hey! Hey, buddy! What with the skateboard? All that is avoided now. You got to ask yourself, is it really that detrimental to the game? Now, mind you, like I would prefer, I'm just saying, I would prefer for the game to be the original way. That's just the way it is. I believe that games, should be brought to their attention, especially if they're remasters or remakes or something. But really? This is going to deter you guys away from playing this game? Because you can't talk to a random NPC before you actually do an objective? What happened if they took that out and then have free skate anyway? Now, would that even matter? Because at that point, your complaints are stupid.
The parks, the skaters, the music, and put it into Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3.
Oh, okay.
Everybody is immediately like, bro, this is an L. Literally, that was the best edition of the series. Kind of confirms that they're not going to...
All because you wanted to talk to NPCs before you did something? I'm telling you, a lot of people didn't like that back in the days. I'm going to be honest with you. I think the only thing that stood out was the free skate.
Underground that was really it. Either, because those games are literally to be fundamentally different. The entire structure of it is about trying to basically make a bigger map, exploration, figuring things out, getting a chance to do stuff with a 2-minute timer.
Yeah, you're lying to yourself. Because I played this game. You guys are literally lying to yourself, and I could break it down. Because the only thing you could complain about is free skate. Doing the object, you had to go to the NPC to do the same objectives that you normally would have done in any other Tony Hawk game. You know it. Hey, go fetch skate for me. Hey, go get this high level score. Explain to me. Now you can do it all in one. That doesn't really fundamentally change the core game. If you think about it, not that much. It really doesn't.
I feel like you're going to be flat out rushing in every single map to even get to certain destinations or objectives.
No, because... Bruh. And then you guys see as to why I have so much of an issue with how people do content in this community. No, because the same NPCs that had objectives will all be brought up to your attention before you do the skating. No different than the skate 1, 2, and 3. Tony Hawk, no different. Just like it says, VHS tape, get skate, get this, all during the 2-minute timer. More than likely, you're not going to do everything within the 2-minute timer. We already know that. You're going to do it, and then you're going to go back to where you was at from the beginning, and then start, and then you can go after that objective. It's all going to be set right before you start the game. Instead of you just going to an NPC and triggering it, which, to be honest with you, really didn't make sense anyway. I'm going to be honest.
Doesn't make sense. The thing that pisses me off is that this is not a faithful remake like they advertise it.
Oh, here we go. I mean, ain't nothing y'all played as faithful remakes. Resident Evil 2 remake wasn't even a faithful remake. Y'all the ones that have the audacity to complain about something. I mean, dang, what was these people complaining in Resident Evil 2 remake when they changed the Ivies? You know what I'm saying? They made them into zombie plants. And ain't none of y'all complain talking about, oh, it should be like the original. Y'all gave Capcom credit. Ain't nobody want to hear this garbage.
Pro Skater 3 with
it's not faithful.
Now,
crying over
I
this.
love the fact that everybody is like, bro, this sucks. I hate the time challenges.
Bruh, the ignorance in this community boggle. What are you talking about, bro? For you to have to do the objectives in the game, you have to do them for the... Bro, do I have to show y'all gameplay? Do I have to show... Because I'm telling you, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Because y'all people don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I didn't like the time challenges? All right, you know what, bro? If this keeps continuing on, you'll see. Go ahead. Let's keep hearing.
Then I'm not going to buy it. No time levels.
You weren't going to buy it anyway. What are y'all talking about? Y'all complain about nothing.
To me, I love Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3.
No, you don't.
I still think Tony Hawk's Pro Skater... That, my pre-order is canceled.
Well, I'm going to still play it through Game Pass.
Change it to Tony Hawk 3 and 3.5. Not a deal breaker. Master the magic. They already made
all this because of a lack of NPCs.
For Tony Hawk 1 and 2, and then they do it again, but this time worse, lazier, crappier.
I wouldn't go that far, bro. See, you know what, bro? I think it's about that time, guys. Right? Should we keep? All right, one more chance.
It really does have that reek of how can we make the flashiest game.
Because if it was another game, they'd be saying it talking about, oh yeah, you know, that's why it's good they took out ink ribbons in Resident Evil. It's good that they did these things. And I'm like, that's not a faithful remake or remake. Oh, it's good. So certain companies get passes and certain companies don't. So now we're going to expose the notion that you guys say that this game doesn't have a 2-minute timer and you're actually out here thinking you're playing this game like Underground. But hold on, I got you. Let's expose that. What's this? What's this? What's that? Hold on. Let me see real quick. What's this? Oh, there we go. 2-minute timer. Explain to me. So just admit it. Admit what I said was true. Y'all complain about NPCs. Look, it's the same game. It's the same experience. What are you talking about, bro? It's the same. Look at that. There you go. What's so special about this? This is all the same stuff. You could do this in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1, 2, and 3. Look, and hold on. You said what? No, 2. Oh! What's this? Another 2-minute timer? I thought y'all said this game didn't have it. Explain to me what's different about this. Explain to me. Y'all just got bodied in your own argument. Just say you don't want to play this game because of the NPCs. If you think about it, it's really not even that important. Like, look, we're going to show you. Check this. What's so different? What's going to really change? Look at that. Oh, get a 40,000 score. And what is that all done under? 2 minutes. Whoa. Nothing has changed. The only difference is all you're going to do is not talk to NPCs and roam to them. That is it. You're still going to be able to do the same objectives that you've always done in any other previous Tony Hawk game. I know people like, damn, game, so you just bodied this whole argument, bro. I know because I know video gaming. Y'all don't know nothing. It's the same thing. What's even more funny about that, look, what's this? What's this? You could do this in previous Tony Hawk games. Now you'll just be able to do it in one. And hold on, and what's this? Oh, another 2-minute timer. I thought we didn't have that. You see? Now when you play this game, you're going to do the 2-minute timer. Do what you want out of the 10, 15 objectives that the game chooses you to do whenever you have time. So essentially, you go after specific things. Once the time runs out, you go back. No different than the other games. You go back to the original position, and you rinse and repeat, and then you can go for the whole skate, VHS tape, whatever have you. Y'all like, damn, game, so you just exposed this. they really out here complaining because they can't talk to NPCs that really don't contribute nothing to the game anyway. You're still doing the same thing. The only difference is you're talking to an NPC before you do it. Maybe Microsoft and people at Activision probably said it kind of messes with the flow of the gameplay. People can go for skate, VHS tape. They can go, you know what I'm saying? That's probably why they changed it. You know what I'm saying? But yup, you guys got a problem with this, of course. Look at this. Same exact game. Look at this. What's this? What's this? Oh, what's he? What's this? Oh, he's doing it with the timer. Oh, yep. There you go. Same exact game. Y'all ain't complaining about nothing, man. But like I said, hopefully y'all enjoyed this video because y'all complain about nothing. I just proved it. The only difference is that you ain't going to talk to an NPC. You're going to start from the beginning. You can do the same things. If anything, you can grab the skate and move to the next objective. Nothing's changed. You're just going to have the objectives at the beginning of the screen, and whatever you haven't completed, you replay it. No different than what you're doing now. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. Like I said, take care. Peace out.